Is that the world that inspired Pride and Prejudice?
Indeed. Mr. Darcy was based on a boy from another nursery who was very proud of his new shiny shoes, but had a prejudice against sharing his snacks. A very handsome boy, but utterly useless if one is feeling peckish.
Welcome back to Historical High Chairs. My guest today is one of the most celebrated novelists in the English language, a master of wit and a profound observer of the human heart. It is a privilege to welcome Miss Jane Austen.
A pleasure, Doctor. It is a very well-appointed studio you have, though I must confess the dark brown of your walls is a rather uninspired choice for a man of your intellectual standing. One expects a bit more imagination.
I see. Thank you. Miss Austen, beyond your literary genius, my research has uncovered your rather surprising domestic skill. You are, I believe, a brewer of some renown?
One must have a useful hobby. It is a simple matter of science and patience. I am responsible for the Spruce beer for the entire household. It is a considerable duty. If the yeast is not properly encouraged, the entire batch becomes quite ill-tempered. A bit like my sister's children, now that I think of it.
So you are brewing actual beer?
Of course. However, I also conduct smaller experiments in our nursery. One must keep one's skills sharp. It is all about the blending. The apple juice must be of the highest quality, and one must be very particular about the special water one uses.
Special water?
Naturally. And the key is patience. You must let it sit in a dark, quiet corner for a very long time. If you do it correctly, it gets all bubbly and fizzy and makes the other toddlers very agreeable.
I imagine it would. This keen eye for detail is, of course, the hallmark of your novels. You are a master of social commentary.
One simply observes the world as it is. The entire social order can be witnessed in a well-populated sandbox. You have your landed gentry, the toddlers who arrived first and claimed the best shovels. You have the ambitious newcomers trying to marry into a better sandcastle, where the fancier snacks are. And you have the scandalous affairs, of course. I saw a young lady share her animal crackers with 2 different gentlemen yesterday. The gossip was delightful.
Is that the world that inspired Pride and Prejudice?
Indeed. Mr. Darcy was based on a boy from another nursery who was very proud of his new shiny shoes, but had a prejudice against sharing his snacks. A very handsome boy, but utterly useless if one is feeling peckish.
And I understand you are currently at work on a new novel, Sanditon, I believe?
Yes, my current little project. It concerns one of these new seaside health resorts. A very silly notion. Some very silly people have built a very large sand pit by the sea and are trying to convince everyone of its restorative properties.
The sea air is considered quite beneficial.
It is just sand, Doctor, wet sand. You are not supposed to eat it. Honestly, the thing some people will believe if you say it with enough confidence.
Aside from your novels, your personal letters are said to be masterpieces of wit in their own right. They will surely be a priceless treasure for future historians to study.
Oh, those silly things. Heavens, I should hope not. They are filled with the most dreadful gossip and unflattering drawings of our neighbours. It is for my private amusement.
But the insight into your life, your thoughts...
My sister Cassandra believes they are a fire hazard. She's always threatening to tidy them up with a good blaze once I'm gone. She's very, very keen on tidiness. A bit too keen, if you ask me.
Finally, I must ask. Your first novels were published anonymously, simply by a lady. Why the secrecy?
Oh, that was a matter of pure self-preservation. Can you imagine if the other toddlers knew it was I who had written the stories? They would insist I read them aloud during nap time. There is nothing more boring than reading your own work to people who are just going to fall asleep and drool on the pillow. It is a dreadful waste of a good story.
I suppose that is a practical concern. Miss Austen, our time is at an end.
A pity. I was just about to tell you the scandalous story of the boy who finger-painted outside the lines. A shocking breach of decorum.
I'm Dr. Allan Cromwell for Historical High Chairs, proving that the arc of history is long, but it's no match for a missed nap. Do subscribe.